freighters, soarers, freaks, geeks, chronic masturbators, celibate priests. Woo! What's going on, guys? Alright. This video is for you, Timothy. I have a student. His name is Tim, and this video is for him. But I'm going to make it public, so anyone else wants to learn how to do the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram, I'm going to do it and explain all of it, explain how to put together an altar, and just little tips and tricks. Alright, first thing is first. I use cheat sheets. I want to show you something. Still to this day, I have all of my cheat sheets up here. Hexagrams, pentagrams, even the analysis of the keyword, which is my favorite ritual. I know by heart, could do it fucking drunk after drinking 2 bottles of vodka. Probably. I don't drink, but I know about, I just have it up here. I don't know, just as I don't know. Now they've become like talismans for me almost. But what you do is you first read how to do it. Online, there's descriptions everywhere. Then you make your notes, okay? For this, I'm teaching how to do the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram for the Neophyte grade of the Golden Dawn. I've made another video. I've made many videos and talked about how the pentagrams are traced wrong. Well, it's not wrong, but in all the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram tutorials that I've seen on the internet, everyone does this. They start at the left tip, they go up. So you're going from earth to spirit, down to fire, over to air, to water, and ending at earth again in every direction. Now, that is taught to the Neophyte grade to equilibrate all of your auric, etheric, mental, and psychic bodies. This is to equilibrate everything because we are on the earth. So, using the quote-unquote right way, so we start, air is in the east, so doing the air banishing, you can do that, but it's, for you, Tim, you are starting off in my system, my shit. You will be doing the earth pentagram in every direction because I'm teaching you to equilibrate yourself. Everyone else can do whatever they want. But this I'm teaching strictly for Neophyte grade. So, and for my student. So, you will be tracing the same pentagram in every direction. You draw your notes and make sure, you start with how every pentagram ritual starts is with a prayer called the Kabbalistic Cross, or it's more like it's a ritualistic prayer. It's what Jewish people say. It's a prayer, but we do it. We use signs and stuff, so it turns it into a ritual. The ritual is called the Kabbalistic Cross. It's a ritual within itself, but it always begins and ends the Lesser Banishing Ritual. and I put down what the Jewish words, what the Hebrew words mean, because we say things in Hebrew in ceremonial magic. It's a magic language. Anyways, you make all your notes and you put them up on a wall. On the wall, I put them in the east. So I am always looking. So I'm going to put mine up. And I suggest you just let your shit stay there, bro. Let it stay there, so you'll always be looking at it. You understand? Whenever you're in your room, whenever you exit your room, you'll see it. It'll remind you. It's just a reminder that you know, this is what you're doing. You're in the current of magic. You're in the current of spiritual transformation. You can get a box of tacks, a thing of tacks like this. You can get it at Walmart for like $1 or $2. You can go to the dollar store, get it for $1. You need tacks because you will be putting a lot of things on your wall. Okay, next is... This is up to you. This is, you either do it with your shirt off, because wearing clothing is a ritual. I wear only black, and I usually wear a long sleeve shirt under my shirt when I'm going out, and it's all black, always. This is because I don't absorb anyone's energy, and my energy doesn't leak out. Black keeps out other people's energy, and it keeps yours in. My energy is not going anywhere. My chi is not flowing out of me. Colors matter. About the color of shit that you wear, it matters. So you would either do it shirtless because you do want to absorb the energy. You're circulating chi. You could look at ceremonial magic as martial arts, really. I do. If you have ever heard of what a kata is, it's a ceremonial performance of different moves that you have learned, and you have to perform a kata before you can move up in a grade. Before you get your belts, before you get your next belt, you have to show to your sensei that you can perform all the moves necessary in something called a kata. Kata. That's a ceremonial ritual. So this is very, very, it's a lot like martial arts. Especially what we're going to be getting into next, which is Hinduism and Buddhism. Zazen Buddhism and mindfulness, meditation, being aware in the present moment, all that stuff. This is all very Zen. This is all very martial arts, Eastern type philosophy. That's what my shit. That's what I'm teaching you, Tim. I found this at a thrift store. This is my magical vestment. You will see people in the Golden Dawn, AA, you'll see them wearing shit. And in books that you're going to read, there'll be stuff about wearing the magic vestments and magic tools. We're not using magic tools. You can if you want, and I'll show you how if you want to. Because in 1 second, I'm gonna show you my altar. I made my magic tools. You don't have to though, because we use a sword mudra for these things. You have magic tools because if you're, let's say you're doing something, you want to invoke air, you want to use your theme to trace out the pentagrams. But you don't need to do that. I found this at a thrift store. It's like, it goes down almost to my knees. And I have to redo it. But when I first got it, I put sigils all over this thing. And I put it in the wash, and they washed off. So, this is my magic vestment. You see that? It's very kung fu like. It's like a kung fu fucking top. So I wear mine. I like it. I like to wear something. It's a ceremony. It's ceremonial magic. So make it a ceremony. This is to get into the headspace. You change out of your other clothes. All that energy is gone. Now you are coming, and so every time you do your rituals, you're powering up your clothing. Everything is energy, man. Everything. So what I'm wearing is powered by all the energy, and I do not change. It's powered by all the energy that I've done with it while wearing it, and I don't plan to change my vestments if I don't have a grade. I just know my shit and I do my things. This is my shit. I'm not going to get another one if I learn a new ritual. You know what I mean? But you can if you want to. If you could find something like this, I would recommend getting it. On an altar, this is how an altar is usually set up. So, it's set up just like a pentagram is. At the top is spirit. I have a glass pyramid for that. That's not part of an altar. I just do that. That's just part of something I do. This is called an ENFLAME. It's a ritual knife. This is called a disc. You could put this, like, so here's the pentagram. It goes down. That on the left there is the part of earth. This is a feng shui, like, direction thing that I found at a thrift store. Everything that you need or could want is going to be found at thrift stores or the dollar store. You don't have to have money to do this. This was a kitchen knife that I wrapped with twine that I colored myself and put some sigils on. Okay? I have a bell to start my ceremonies with. This is just a candle. To the right, on the bottom right of your pentagram is good. This represents water. This, I need to go and get some more water from the river that I'm around to make some more holy water. But this is holy water. Then I have my wand that I made myself, just with twine from a branch of a tree. That goes at the top right, and at the top left is the knife. And at the top is a spirit. That is how a regular altar is made. You don't need an altar. But if you don't need one, but it's best to have one. Just to put your mind into the magical current. It's all mind. And you want to get into the headspace of you're a fucking magician working some magic, dude. I don't have this shit on my altar all the time. And all this shit, it could be taken up, put in a book bag, and then this cloth that I have can be taken off. I found this little table at a thrift store and bought it for $2. So you can find everything that you fucking need at thrift stores. All this shit, this doesn't take up a lot of space. It gets put back into like places, and it gets I fucking put other shit on the table. Well, not on this anymore because I've written the sigils on it. But you know what I mean? So that's that. Vestments and magical tools, optional. Because we are not going to be using we are not going to be using magic tools to do our work. We are using a mudra. Mudras are hand symbols. And everything gets done with the sword mudra. This is the mudra of fire and will. It's the ring and pinky finger down, thumb over it. Something else that you're going to need. Go to Walmart and the candle home decor section where the candles are and all the shit, all that is. They will have these. This is an incense holder. You need an incense holder. And you need incense. All of these I found at Walmart, each for $2. And there's 20 sticks of incense in each. $2, dude. I have myrrh, black orchid, nagchampa, and sage. We're going to use sage. Why not? Sage is best for burning, for cleansing. Yeah, you're going to want to use sage because you're starting your banishing ritual to cleanse yourself. If you have a candle, that is too deep, that you can't light, you can take your incense with the fire and light the candle. That's something that I figured out when my candles were getting very low and I couldn't get the fucking lighter down. I couldn't find my long lighters to light it. I was like, oh damn, what can I use? And then I did that. So on the altar, you're always going to burn incense and a candle. Okay. How this starts. You start facing east in front of your altar. I ring a bell. You imagine yourself, eyes closed, you're growing and growing and growing up, getting larger than your house, going up through your house, up out of your city, into the clouds, up, out of the earth, in space. You're in blackness, going up and up. You're coming to the aim so far, the limitless light of God. It's blinding white, divine light. Breathe. With your sword mudra, reach out and touch a little bit of that divine white light and bring it to your third eye. Now, the words that we say are mantras, which means you vibrate them. So this is ata, which means thou art. But this is going to be vibrated. Ata. I like to do this and touch my heart chakra and say Yeshua. You do not have to do that if you do not want to. This is not part of the regular ritual. This is called the Kabbalistic cross. You don't have to do the Yeshua thing. I do. Yeshua. Also, with your left hand, you're doing a sword mudra and you're just leaving it down. Now, touch your genitals. Malkuth. That means the kingdom. Malkuth. Take your left hand, put it to your right shoulder. This is going to be Vegebura. Vegebura. It means the power. Thou art the kingdom, the power. Vegebura. Cross your arm with your right hand over to your left shoulder. Vegedula. 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 Thou art the kingdom, the power. Vegedula means the glory. The glory. Le'olam Amen. Forever to the ages. Amen. Okay? Now we start tracing our pentagrams. Standing still in the east. From your left hip, you're going to go up a little bit past your head, down to your right hip, over to your left shoulder, across to your right shoulder, then back down to the left hip. While you do this, your eyes are closed, you are visualizing, you are building a pentagram made of blue electric light. Now, you're going to charge it in the middle of the pentagram. You're going to charge it with your energy, making the sign of the enterer, and that is you bring your hands up like this to your temples, and then step forward with your right foot and thrust, and then move your hands so they're doing this. So it's like this. As you do that, you're going to start vibrating the God name. Each pentagram gets a God name or a divine name of God chanted into the middle of it. While you're chanting into the middle of this pentagram, you are imagining this blue pentagram made of lightning, electricity, going out of your whole field of depth. Out. Way the fuck out. Until you can no longer see it. This is Yod, He, Vav, He. It's the four-letter word of God. It's called the Tetragrammaton. Yod, He, Vav. breathe in through the nose. As you come back, put your left hand to the bottom lip. Come back. This is called the sign of silence. As you come back, stomp your right foot. Then put your sword mudra out. A 90-degree turn to the right. You'll be facing south. You trace another pentagram from your left hip to the top of your head, to your right hip, to your left shoulder, over to your right shoulder, back down to the left hip. We are going to charge this with the word Adonai. It means Lord in Hebrew. Adonai. Okay? Always remember the sign of silence. You're breathing in. And stomping the right foot stops the energy transmission. But you are drawing. Oh yeah, when you make the turn from directions, you are drawing a white light from these pentagrams. So I'm drawing this white light. You're doing all this with your eyes closed too the whole time. You want to visualize, visualize, visualize. So now you're turning to the left, or turning to the right, 90 degrees, to the south. You draw your pentagram, blue, lightning blue. Charge it with A, hey, yay. It means I am that I am. Hey, hey, hey. Now you're facing north. We're gonna draw the pentagram. Now this one, you're gonna charge with. It's A-G-L-A. It's pronounced Agala. Agala. It means, I wrote it down. It's a Hebrew acronym, or in magic, it's called a notiricon. It's an acronym. AGLA stands for something. It means Ata Gibor Leolam Adonai. And that what that means is thou art mighty forever, O Lord. Thou art mighty forever, O Lord. Ata Gibor Leolam Adonai. So Agela. Back to the east. You have 4 pentagrams around you. Although you visualize them going out of your field, they are around you. You are visualizing 4 blazing blue pentagrams around you. Now this is on to the third part of the ritual called the calling on the archangels. You put your arms out like a cross. This is called the sign of Osiris slain. You do this, and you say, with your eyes closed, before me stands Raphael. Behind me stands Gabriel. On my right hand, Mikael. On my left hand, Uriel. Above me, Metatron. Below me, Sandalphon. Now I got Metatron and Sandalphon. That's a new thing above me and below me. This is from Damien Eccles' book, Archangels and Angels. I want you to read this all the way through. I want you to read Angels and Archangels. But that's a thing that Damien Eccles made up, and that it corresponds to up and below. Metatron is the archangel of Kether on the Tree of Life. Sandalphon is the archangel of Malkuth on the Low Sephiroth, where we're at. So now you are envisioning these angels surrounding you. There's descriptions of them that I'm going to give you, but they are around you. And if you're not good at visualization, I'm not. I feel their energies. I feel them around me. And the more and more that you do it, you're going to feel them more and more. This is how you end it. For about me flames the pentagrams, and within me shines the six-rayed star. That's how you end that. How you end the whole ceremony is with the Kabbalistic cross again. So, up, 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 out of the earth, out into space, above space and time, to the blinding white light. Taking a little bit of that light with your sword mudra, putting it right into your third eye. Ata Yeshua Malkut Vigebura Vigedula Leolam Amen. That is how you do the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram. Once you start doing it more and more, you will be able to do that. You can extend it up to 45 plus minutes if you want to really, really, really visualize. Or you can do it in as little as 3 minutes. It's all okay. So may the divine light descend upon you on the path, always in LVX and love. Namaste.